been a carer?
The main role as carer has been since 2012, so this is like the second year really.
Okay.
Second full year.
And what made you recognise that you were a carer, and how long had you been caring before you realised?
For the initial part of the caring is for my father, and he was being cared for by my mother. So I suppose really after she died, I inherited my dad. So I acknowledged that my mum was a carer for him. So therefore, I acknowledged that myself, I was a carer for him as well. So I suppose I'd been looking after them, helping them for quite a number of years, and didn't conceive myself as a carer because I was just doing what most daughters do for their parents when they are in need.
Okay. And what is your father's main health need?
His is vascular dementia he's got, which is why he needs care, because he can't look after himself because of the dementia.
And do you work, Joy?
I do. I work 2 days a week at the moment. I'm employed as a nurse and I work Mondays and Tuesdays.
And how has your caring role affected your work and your social life?
It's had quite a big impact at work because I don't sleep very well at night because my dad gets up at night. So I am tired most of the time. And I've now reached the stage where I get very anxious about making mistakes. Haven't made any, but I get very anxious and then worked up. Also, it's a very stressful area where I work in, and I think because I have a lot of stress at home, my ability to cope with even the smallest amounts of stress at work isn't very good. So I am sort of considering what I should do in the future, because I don't think I can keep up the same level as I'm doing now. Socially, it's had a massive, massive impact on the entire family. We live with my father, so if we want to go out, we have to sort of get daddy sitters. He won't accept people he doesn't know, so that makes it very complicated. So literally, we don't ever go out as a family together. One of us has to look after him while other people go out. So it has had a big impact on that.
Okay, thanks for sharing that, Joy. What CAS services have you personally used?
We attend the monthly Alzheimer's cafes that they run. I've used the respite break funds every year. We have used the one-off carers funding you can get. I've used the advice line, and a lot of the time, initially, don't use all the services so much now, but initially when Dad was first diagnosed and when we were sort of trying to adjust with different roles and stuff, they were always used as a support mechanism.
What future support would you like to see CAS being able to offer?
For myself, I feel that what carers need most is the ability to be able to share their feelings and their experiences. I think you get an awful lot of help by talking to other carers. Sometimes it's just a matter of reassurance that you're not the only person out there that feels the way you feel. But also when you've got a problem or something you need to help with, sometimes somebody's already had that, gone through that hurdle, so they can help you there. So I think most of the time it's just actually support mechanisms. I would imagine some people would probably require maybe more intense support at different times and different stages. But it's just knowing that somebody's there to be able to talk to. So whether that means by support groups or whatever, I don't know, but things like that I think is mainly what's needed.
Lovely. Overall, what are your thoughts about CAS and how CAS have been there for you, or do you feel that we could improve in any way?
For me personally, it's just been great to be able to know that I can contact somebody if there's something I'm going to approach that I don't understand or need help with. For instance, when we were filling in the attendance allowance forms, we were declined for the first time. So I was able to ring up and get support and advice on how to fill these forms in, because they're not, you know, a lot of the forms you fill in are very weighty.
Yeah.
Yes, so for me personally, it's been that lifeline really,
Okay.
that you know that there is somebody there that won't judge you for how you feel, and will help you or signpost you in the right direction if there's something they can't help you with within you know, your caring role. Certainly with my father, it was things like how do I stop him driving?
Mm-hmm.
Because we had no support. The GP wouldn't help us. His consultant wouldn't help us, because it was like a personal decision to be made by my father, but my father didn't see the problems he had when he was driving.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very frustrating to know that you're doing the right thing, but it's actually against his wishes. And you've got social workers shouting out deprivation of liberties and things like that,
Yeah.
and you're just like, I just want someone to tell me it's okay to do this.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's that sort of support that is, you can't measure. It's just such a relief to have that.
Okay. That's great. Thank you for your time.